It was close to midnight when the request came in. The streets were nearly empty, washed in the dull glow of flickering streetlights. The taxi driver hesitated for a second before accepting it was a long ride, farther than he usually liked this. Late? But something made him tap accept. The pickup location was quiet. Too quiet. When he arrived, she was already there. An old woman stood at the curb, perfectly still, as if she had been waiting longer than she should have. She slowly opened the back door and slipped inside without a word. "Good evening," he said, glancing at her through the mirror. She smiled faintly, and then she started talking. Her voice was soft, almost comforting. She spoke about her life, her children, how proud she was of them. She described each one in detail, their names, their careers, There was warmth in her words. But something else too, something heavy. The driver found himself relaxing. There was nothing strange about her, just an old woman talking about her family on a long ride home. But then he noticed something. The road felt longer than usual. The streets seemed emptier, and the air inside the car had grown cold. He shook it off. Finally, they arrived. The house stood alone, dimly lit. The woman opened the door and stepped out slowly. "Thank you," she said. He nodded and watched her walk toward the house. Then, out of habit, he glanced down to check the seat, making sure she hadn't left anything behind. He looked back up. She was gone. Not at the door, not on the path. Gone. His chest tightened. There was no way an old woman could disappear that fast. He stepped out of the car, scanning the street. Silence. Only the distant hum of the night. Shaken. He got back in and checked the app. No ride. No record. No request. Nothing. The drive home felt longer than the trip itself. The next morning, unable to shake the feeling, he returned. The same house. The same door. He knocked. After a moment, it opened. A man stood there, and immediately the driver felt his stomach drop. He recognized him. One of the sons. The one she had spoken about, in detail. Even his name. The driver asked carefully, "Does your mother live here?" The man's expression shifted, confused, then guarded. "What are you talking about?" The driver explained everything, the details only a mother could. "No." The man stared at him, disbelief turning slowly into something else. Something darker? Fear. "That's not possible," the man said quietly. "My mother." He swallowed hard. "She passed away 3 days ago." The world seemed to tilt. The driver's heart pounded in his ears. "That's not possible," he whispered. But the man stepped aside. Inside, on a tabula-framed photograph, the same woman, the same face, the same faint smile. The driver stumbled back, his breath shaking. Behind him, the door slowly creaked, and, for just a moment, he thought he heard her voice again. Soft. Close. Right behind him. "Thank you for the ride."